everybody. This is an assignment about Robert Hansen, the Alaskan serial killer research assignment that I was assigned to present in class. I'm going to be presenting it here via video, and I will submit it this way. I hope you guys enjoy the video, and please stay tuned to learn about this Alaskan serial killer. Here's some basic information about Robert Hansen. Hansen was born on February 15, 1939, in Estherville, Iowa, in the United States. His parents were Edna Peterson and Christian Hansen. He had two wives. The first wife he was married to in 1960 to 1962. The second wife was from 1963 to 1986. When it comes to occupations and jobs, Hansen worked for many years with a family-owned bakery. His parents owned a bakery. They made donuts for the community. He joined the Army Reserve in 1957, but then he left after just 1 year to become an assistant drill instructor at the Pocahontas Police Academy in Iowa. Here we see a list of victims, convictions, criminal penalties, span of the crime, and death. The victims he killed were between 17 to 21 people. There were at least 31 plus rapes, 3 victims of crime, 1 attempted murder, and 1 attempted rape. Hansen was convicted of 4 counts of first-degree murder, and the penalty for everything was 461 years imprisonment without parole, 20 months for arson, 3 months for attempted rape, and 1 year for theft. The timeline for his span of crimes was from 1971 to June 13th of 1983. Hansen died August 21, 2014 at the age of 75 in Anchorage, Alaska, in the United States. Hansen died of natural causes. Now we will talk about Robert Hansen's childhood. Hansen had a strict and domineering father at home who was very hard on him. When his father was giving him a hard time, Hansen sought comfort from his loving mother. Christian Hansen was very old school and pressured his son in many ways, such as forcing his son to write with the right hand instead of his left. Like many students, he was bullied at school. Kids would make fun of him because of his severe acne and the scars on his face from it. He also had a stutter when he spoke. He was very skinny and kept to himself. The girls rejected him, and he longed for friendship, social acceptance, and relationships, yet he was never able to have it. His family owned a bakery business. Eventually, Hansen worked with them. Signs of a serial killer? Robert Hansen picked up hunting and archery as a hobby. With the bullying, rejection, and a hard life at home, his hobby turned into a sick obsession for revenge and finding his control. When he started this search, he used the act of the hunter to hunt and stalk women and take back his hurt one victim at a time, like an animal. Hansen's preferred targets. Women were Hansen's preferred target. He chose prostitutes and exotic dancers for the most part because they were easier to pick up versus someone who was not. Hansen did stalk and target women who were not prostitutes too, such as Susie Halbert. He stalked and held her at gunpoint in 1971. He targeted these women to feel his desire to be liked by women and to feel that he was in control of everything. Typology of serial killers based on Deberger and Holmes. Visionary. They kill because of vision, generally psychotic. Mission-oriented. Rid society of certain types of people, such as prostitutes, runaway kids, and certain racial groups. Hedonistic. Thrill seekers and lust killers. Power or control-oriented. Pleasure is not sexual, but power, often killing when the victim abandons hopes of survival. Which typology is Robert Hansen under? I would give Hansen 2 typologies. The first one would be hedonistic, the second would be power and control-oriented. If I could only give one answer, I would choose power and control-oriented. Why hedonistic? Seeking a thrill or lust is the definition of hedonistic in the Holmes and Deberger's typology. Robert Hansen picked up the hobby of hunting, fishing, and the use of bow and arrow. He used these skills as a part 2 to the hobby by using women as the target instead of an animal. This gave him the thrill of being in control over someone. He took women out to the open area and then hunted them down with weapons which gave him pleasure. Why power and control oriented? Robert Hansen spent a lot of his life being mistreated by many people, both at home and in the outside world. When you are mistreated, oftentimes you desire control and power since you have been rejected or treated poorly. Hansen attacked women, which usually included theft of property, rape, use of weapons, and murder. This gave him the feeling of power that he craved for so long, and he was the one causing fear to women since it was a lot of women in his past that made him feel rejected and cast out from everything. HICKEY'S typology. The explanation of HICKEY'S typology is the traveling or mobile, the local, and the place specific. Robert Hansen was the local typology. He committed crimes in the cities where he lived. The first crime of arson was in 1960 in the state of Iowa. He did not go far when he committed rape, theft, and murder. Here is some information about the victims. There were 18 known victims. 17 to 21 were killed. There were at least 31 rapes, at least 3 victimless crimes, 1 attempted murder, 1 attempted rape, and Hansen was officially charged with the murder of 4 women. He was also charged with the kidnapping and rape of Cindy Paulson. Defense in court. When Robert Hansen was arrested, he told police about why he killed, raped, and tortured women. It all revolved back to how he was treated both at home and in the outer world. He was always made fun of and not given attention that he wanted. He confessed to 17 murders and at least 30 rapes. He sought the power and control that he never got from women by killing prostitutes, exotic dancers, and other women. The fear that he gave them brought satisfaction to his emptiness inside, and he just kept going for more, even after already serving time in prison. The final sentence. Robert Hansen was sentenced to 461 years in prison. He had been incarcerated at the Seward State Prison and was moved May 11, 2014 to the Anchorage Correctional Center to receive medical attention. He served 30 years of it. He died of natural causes in 2014. Hey everybody, thank you for watching the presentation. I hope you might have learned something today about Robert Hansen, known as the Alaskan serial killer. Be safe out here, guys, because there's a lot of crazy people and you don't know if there might be one sitting next to you.
No.
Okay, see you guys later. Bye.